There he is, Larry Omaha.
Hey.
Pocket party.
Darren Carter.
The party started. That's right, Larry. I've known you for quite a while. When did you start doing stand-up comedy?
Well, as long as you've known me at least 18 months. So I'd say I've been doing comedy at least 19 months now. About 19 months.
Yeah, no, you're into some decades, man.
Yeah,
I like it.
Since the 80s.
Yeah.
Since the 80s.
That's cool. Now, you were here. Were you around for the first comedy boom?
Yes, I was.
Wow.
In fact, I think it started because of me.
Oh, right. Yeah. And you. I see you now mostly working clean. Is that something you always did? Work clean?
Not in the beginning. In the beginning, I was crazy. I had a lot of crazy, dirty stuff. But then I realized it just didn't work for me. I didn't feel good doing it. Although now I can do a little risque stuff.
Yeah.
But I never get too raunchy.
Yeah, and you're really good with your words. So even when it's risque, you're like innuendos and
that
kind of thing.
Innuendos and innuendos. Yeah.
Yeah. During the comedy boom, would you say that? Because I used to hear these stories like, oh yeah, they'd pay people like $5,000 in a flight just to go out and do like 10 minutes. And did you ever experience any of that kind of stuff or hear about stuff like that?
Well, it was very good pay back in the early days because they would fly everybody out, including the MC. They'd put everybody up. They'd give you good money. They'd feed you well. And in the early 80s, it was really good times, man. And then things change, you know? Yeah, see, now
I got in like the early, like 1990s when I first, so a lot of the comics were, like older comics were like, it sucked. But to me, every day that I wasn't doing a day job was great. I'm like, hey, the less roommates I have, the more money. I mean, it was just
exactly.
Exactly. I'm like, this year I only have 4 roommates. I'm doing great. That kind of thing,
Thankfully, I never had to have a roommate.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I heard another comedian, he talked about that back in when they used to work at the Comedy Store. He goes, we'd get an apartment and rent was only like, I forget what he said, like it was affordable. Yeah. He goes, I don't know how,
Yeah, today it's crazy. You got to have roommates today from what I understand, even though I still don't have a roommate.
Yeah. Like if you were starting out, did you, have you ever opened up for like big musicians? Did you ever do any of that kind of stuff?
I opened up for several big names. Oh God, now I can't remember the damn guy's name. Well, one of the biggest comedy names I've opened for is Gabriel Iglesias.
Oh yeah,
and we toured the world. We did European tours, we did Saudi Arabian tours, and then Little Richard. I opened for Little Richard.
Oh, that's so cool.
He was a cool dude, man.
Wow,
he was crazy.
Little Richard, man.
One of the biggest rushes I had was when I opened for Freddie Fender.
Oh,
who
my
was hot
gosh.
back in the day,
Yeah.
And I even wrote jokes for Freddie Fender, and he appreciated that.
Wow. A couple of songs that I like that he sings is Till the Wasted Days and Wasted
I wrote a joke
Yeah.
regarding that song.
Oh, yeah?
I told him, Freddie, I got a joke for you. You go into a restaurant, you order egg foo young and shrimp fried rice, and on his way to your table, the waiter spills it. And you don't get mad, you just say, wasted eggs and wasted rice. Now, youngsters won't get that.
Yeah.
You and I.
No, I love that, man. I put that on Spotify. I put like a classic country station on Spotify, and that one comes up, and so does Till the Next Teardrop Falls.
Oh,
I think.
Man, yeah.
To the next. And Freddie Fender Jr. is, I think I'm friends with him on Facebook. He probably lives in L.A., I think.
Yeah. It's interesting because I saw Freddie Fender perform at my college when I was going to college before I became a comic. And in the back of my mind, I go, wow, I should like to meet him. Then I become a comedian. 10, 15 years later, I get a call from an agent. Hey, would you like to open for Freddie Fender tonight? I go, yeah! But he liked me so much, he had me open for him like about 25 times.
Wow.
That was great.
That's amazing. Larry, I got a couple questions for you. What is the most recent purchase you've made that's made you just a little bit happier?
A laptop stand.
Nice. And what is a laptop stand?
It sits on. It doesn't sit on my lap because I don't want the lap. I don't want anything on my lap. But it's a stand that sits over my lap, and I can type.
Yeah. And why don't you want something on your lap?
Because it's the heat and the weight.
Don't usually guys pay extra for that?
You said keep it clean.
Oh yeah. No, I'm saying. Especially when you look over your shoulder, there's a sign there. I don't know if they can see, but it says The Body Shop.
Yeah, baby.
I know, but it's actually a real body shop. It's not a gentleman's club,
Yeah.
Hey, one time I went to a gentleman's club. They weren't acting like gentlemen.
No.
Yeah, okay. All right. No. So it's a stand for your laptop.
Yeah,
That's
stand for
cool.
laptop.
That's good.
Big deal.
I know. No. I mean, listen. I talked to a guy one time. He said he finally got a brand new car. He'd never in his life had a new car.
Oh, wow.
And he goes, it's amazing. Then I've had people say, I believe it or not, I got a toilet scrubber. And he goes,
Oh,
and now
jeez.
I know. I thought that was kind of gross, but he goes, I never had one before. And he goes, I feel confident now. And
Yeah. Well, I've got lots of new cars.
Yeah.
I have a beautiful home that I bought.
That's
Comedy's
beautiful.
been very good to me.
yes.
Very good. I got no complaints.
That's right, man. Isn't it? And it's funny. Like, I know comedians that love sitting on the couch still. I'm like, dude, get out there. Even just every day you write a new joke and you perform a
day.
new joke, it just feels better, doesn't it? It's like
Every day.
that new thing you're working on. You're just ready for it. And
Absolutely, man. It's like, and then performing it, bringing it to life on the stage. That's just exciting, and it's like a drug.
yeah,
It's like a drug for me.
it really is.
And everybody's not like that. I know some comics who it's a job to go on stage.
Yeah, thank God that we're not like that, because I would not want to. No.
It's
I'm like,
fun.
dude, we're
It's
not working in coal mines. We're having ideas, writing them, and performing them, and it's the best feeling when it works.
And people leave
Yeah.
the room feeling great, and they want to give us extra money, and
Yeah,
It's all good.
yeah, it's all good. And last thing, do you have any words of wisdom? I have the podcast called Pocket Party Podcast, and I'm thinking about calling this segment like, Pocket Sense. Something that will change your life, or I don't know, something like that.
pocket change,
Pocket change.
pocket pool.
Pocket pool. No. Pocket pool your thoughts together. No.
Words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Always make sure you have enough coffee at home, because when I don't have coffee at home, I'm not in a good mood.
Yeah.
And don't let your blood sugar drop low, because I'm not in a good mood when my blood sugar drops low. And ride your bike every day, man.
That's right.
Keep yourself if you love yourself, take care of yourself. If you hate yourself, go get drunk every day.
Yeah. You're right, though, man. I do my daily push-ups and sit-ups, and I love. Actually, you wrote a really funny comment, because I do it. I do right now. I'm doing 50 a day, 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups. That's my number. I was doing 100 and then 300, and then once I got to 300, I would give up, because I'm like, it's too much. So, but I love what you said. Do you remember what you said?
No.
I go, hey guys, I write down, I post, I'm doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups every day, and you go, hey, I used to do that in high school. Then I found a gym. That's great.
Funny. Sometimes
You're
I think it's funny,
hilarious. I
man.
know, you must have had a bunch of coffee that day.
I
Yeah.
can dance too.
Yeah. All right, we'll go out on a dance. You ready? We'll go out on a dance. Huh?